Okay, wine number three. Winery is known as Lestignac. Family grape growers actually go back hundreds of years. And 2007, 2008, a young couple, Camille and Matthias Marquet, inherited the property and decided not to sell off the grapes. This beautiful property in Bergerac in southwest France and sud-west Aquitaine Basin. Very historic, again, another very historic region. And decide that they're going to make wines. They are approaching biodynamic certification. Everything is organic, and the wines are supernatural, and some of them could be like super funky that I've tasted. Kombucha-y, if you want to call it that, to be honest. I was at a tasting recently with T. Everett, and they had this in Magnum, and the label, of course, caught my attention. That's kind of cool. The name, butcher some French here, Faire, Boire, means let's get you drunk or to get drunk or something along those lines. They buy these grapes from a neighbor 10 minutes down the road who also grows organically. They handpick everything, bring it back to their winery, make the wines, and the blend is very different. So this is kind of south of Bordeaux. So you're going to find some Bordeaux grapes in that region, like Cab Franc, like Cabernet Sauvignon, like Merlot. Also, you're going to find some other southern French grapes in that area too. And so you never know what's going to go into the mix, but the mix is different every year. I've had it in the past, and a lot of times it's Cab Franc, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Merlot blended in various proportions. But I tasted this and I'm like, wow, this is really, really good. I especially liked it. And then I did a little more homework afterward when I was looking to line up the wines, and I realized it was 100% Merlot. I've been wanting to do a Merlot, 100% Merlot, for quite some time. I didn't think this would be it, or be the source of it, I should say. And when I tasted it out of Magnum at this tasting a few weeks ago, I was kind of like, wow, this is really, really good. And then when I found out it was Merlot, doing some homework, trying to pick the month's wines, I'm like, this is it. This is good. Good introduction to Merlot that's not like candied and flat and flabby. And from a really good winemaker, from grapes that are grown the right way, with a little bit of a story to it. Another good autumn sweater wine, if you want to call it that. Not too light, not too heavy. Also goes with that whole range of autumnal dishes. Think of chicken dishes, pork dishes, stuff with a little more oomph to it. Throw in some mushrooms there as well too. Even some stronger vegetable flavors, I think, will hold up nicely with this. So again, a very versatile food wine made by some really good winemakers. Again, who make wines that aren't necessarily for everyone's taste. The importers' Bobo selections, and again, I've been to tastings where I've tasted wines in their portfolio, and I know they're all well made and well sourced and well taken care of. And their portfolio has pretty strict guidelines as to the winemaking and the grape growing. But again, not wines that are for everyone's taste. Just because a wine is natural doesn't mean it actually tastes good. Just because a wine is made well doesn't necessarily mean it tastes good. So this tastes good. I really like this one, and I think it'll be a good intro to Merlot for our group. It's also got a little more alcohol oomph to it. I think it's 14.5%. I think it's another reason gave it a little more richness and structure than most wines that are made in this style too. So that is it from Lestignac, and I hope it doesn't get you drunk per se. Have it with a good meal. So enjoy it, and again, thank you so much for being involved and sticking with us this month.